Sorry to stop that song abruptly. Good morning, everyone. You're listening to Arrow FM, of course. But I'm Hayley Gastmeyer, here to present to you the show WHAM Wairarapa, which is an event show telling you what's happening around the region this weekend and this coming week. And the date today is the 26th of October, I believe, and it's just past 8 a.m. A little bit drizzly outside, a little bit grey, not too chilly though, no wind, so no complaints, I guess. Alright, so straight into the events today. Taco About It is a pop-up Mexican restaurant in Carterton, really. Friday, Saturday, so just today and tomorrow by the looks of things. This will definitely be something to do. Hola amigos, Wairarapa, you're in for a treat. Get your taste buds ready for a taste of Mexico. Margaritas, nachos, tacos and churros. To book a table, get in touch. Email tacoboutitnz@gmail.com. So that's tacoboutitnz, so TACOBOUTITNZ, tacoboutitnz@gmail.com, or there's a phone number here. It's 028 416 9624. So that's 028 416 9624. Now, so Taco About It is going to be set up at the Carterton Community Courthouse. That's on Holloway Street. That's next to the Carterton Event Centre. And it looks like they'll be serving up the food and the margaritas from 5 p.m. today and tomorrow, and running until about 10:30 at night. So it's pretty exciting. Some Mexican coming to town. Now, I guess one of the biggest events going on this weekend, which you probably already know about, is the Wairarapa A&P show. Whew. I didn't have my Barocca this morning, you can tell. Clearville Showgrounds is where it's at. That's on Chester Road. I'm sure you all know where that is. Now, it's $10 for adults to get in and $5 for kids. But you can get a family pass, which is 2 adults and 2 kids for $20. It's pretty affordable day out, and it runs. It's on today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So all weekend. This is the show where town meets country. Come along for a great day out in Wairarapa. There's plenty for the kids to do and see, and there's lots of free things for them to do. There's a traditional Gold Pine pet corner where there will be various animals for the children to see. Gosh, lots for the kids to see. And on Sunday, there'll be the pet lamb and pet dog sections running. So bring your pet along and take part. There'll be equestrian section runs all 3 days, and the sheep section is held on Saturday. This year, there'll be a Tui Teka Beta horsemanship, doing 2 displays each day, and there'll also be an enchanted entertainment. Enchanted entertainment will also be coming along to present 2 shows with all your favourite characters. What else? Obvious tug of war with the local Clydesdale. Highland cattle from Woolley Manor Moose will be bringing a variety of their herd along, including their latest baby arrival. And then, of course, there'll be rides, amusement park rides there too, with lots of food, cold drinks. There'll even be a bar for the adults. And if you would like to see the schedule, then you can check out the website. Click on the A&P Show tab. So the website is Wairarapa A&P Show. I guess just Google that and look for the obvious website for that one. So that's the A&P Show. It's happening from 9 today, tomorrow and Sunday. Sex on Toast. What is this about? I have heard this phrase thrown around a lot lately. Sex on Toast. It's at the Carterton Event Centre tomorrow. 8 p.m. is when it kicks off. It's R18, not surprisingly with a name like that. And it's being hosted by Kokomai Creative Festival. They're bringing Sex on Toast to the Carterton Event Centre tomorrow. Sex on Toast is an irrepressibly charming organisation that specialises in raw early 80s funk, hard-edged new jack swing, blazing improvisation and heartfelt blue-eyed soul. So Sex on Toast sounds like it's a band. Currently residing in Melbourne, Australia, Sex on Toast, a choreographed stage act, complex arrangements, performative larrikinism and danceability have won the hearts of casual punters and hardcore fans alike. All across Aussie, they performed at many festivals such as Woodford Folk Festival, Melbourne's International Jazz Festival, Adelaide Fringe Festival, St Kilda Festival and Brunswick Music Festival, as well as sharing stages with luminaries such as the Barons of Tang, Vaudeville Smash, the Bombay Royal and countless others. Now, the Sydney Morning Herald says their songs are tight, their musical knowledge is incredible, and they know how to have a good time with it. There we go. So, Sex on Toast is going to be playing at the Carlton Event Centre tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Tickets are $40. You can get them from Ticket Tech. So 0800 buy Tix. I don't know if that's Ticket Tech, sorry. Just says 0800 buy Tix, T-I-X. So 0800 289 849. You can also go on to Event Finder, look up Sex on Toast Carterton, I guess, and then click on the buy tickets little tab. Just because I've said SEX so many times on air before 8:15 this morning, that reminds me, I don't know if you want to give me some presenting tips or give some advice on the show, or if you want to come and be a guest on the show, or if you want to send me a message and say hi, if you want to let me know about something that's happening in the region, then please go on to Facebook, like WHAM Wairarapa, that page, and that's how you can get in touch with me, by sending me a message. Aratoi lecture series is ongoing at Aratoi every Saturday from 2 p.m. It's a 1 hour chat, or I guess seminar. Now this week, Peter McLeish is the name they've got here. I'll just read this straight out from this little write-up. Red sprites are upper atmospheric optical phenomenon associated with thunderstorms that have only recently been documented using low-level television. The blink of an eye lasts 250 milliseconds. Sprites often only last 10 milliseconds. Before their discovery, sprites were considered UFOs by pilots. Maybe that's where UFOs come from. Since 2001, Canadian-born multimedia artist and filmmaker Peter McLeish has been involved in a collaboration based on red sprites with American scientist Walter A. Lyons. So, afternoon tea is provided. That still didn't quite explain what the event is. I'm guessing that this Canadian filmmaker slash multimedia artist, Peter McLeish, is going to be at Aratoi, but wouldn't want to assume, so maybe give Aratoi a call. But this is an event happening tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Aratoi. Aratoi lecture series is what you want to inquire about, and Peter McLeish is, I think, who's going to be there. And they've got this photo here of a red sprite, and it does look incredibly like a UFO, or what you would think a UFO would look like. It's quite neat. Yeah, sweet. Hey, another big thing going on this weekend in Masterton this time. Hood Aerodrome Open Day. Now, this is an open day happening tomorrow from 10 until 2. It's free to get in, so it's a good thing to take the family to. In a first of its kind, the Hood Aerodrome is proud to be hosting an open day and would love to have you over to experience Wairarapa's rich aviation culture. Why should you be there? Well, we live in a beautiful part of the world, and it only gets better from the skies above. So if you haven't had a chance to look out the top, come along. There'll be trial flights, skydives, tiger moth flights, and lots more happening on the day. And I think this is being hosted, it's collaboration really between Hood Aerodrome and the Masterton District Council. So it looks like the council will be giving away a free 30-minute trial flight. Details will be announced shortly. Don't know what that means, maybe at the event. There will also be premier and vintage aircrafts on display, great food and coffee, and lots of fun activities. So even though I said it was free, it actually is a Koha entry, so a gold coin donation or something along those lines. So this is Hood Aerodrome Open Day happening tomorrow at Hood Aerodrome. Now, you want to know where that is? It's on South Road, Masterton, and it's running from 10 until 2. So pop along to that. Beat Kitchen, that is a little caravan food truck making some awesome food. They're going to be at Tikaranga Vineyard tomorrow from 11 until 4. Tikaranga is in Martinborough. So head along there if you felt like going out for a glass of wine, and you can get some nice fresh food cooked up for you at the Beat Kitchen, and their food is divine. I have had it before. It's real simple ingredients, fresh. They use only seasonal produce, so it's tasting full of life. It's really good. So much going on this weekend. There's the Huri Huri Summer of Cycling event happening in Martinborough. I think there might be quite a few events going on. I'll just read this blurb out. Looks like it's $20 to get in, happening tomorrow. This is just one specific event though. This is happening at Circus Cinema Bar and Cafe in Martinborough from 7:30 tomorrow. This is just one of the events going on this weekend as part of the Huri Huri Summer of Cycling. This might be a film. The Amazing Race host Phil Keegan and his riding partner Ben Cornell completed the 5,600 kilometre ride in 22 stages spread over 26 days to the original schedule in 2013. Keegan's wife, Louise Cogan, was the producer of the film, which premiered in Watson's hometown, Christchurch, in July 2016. Jonathan Kinnett, who needs little introduction, will introduce the film, followed by a presentation by John Randall, who rode the 2018 tour course ahead of the race teams as part of a fundraiser for the Mental Health Foundation. Initially, John set out to raise $5,000. His fundraising page is still open and steaming towards $25,000. So you're welcome to book a table at Circus Cinema before the movie and enjoy a drink and dinner. And this is an ideal relaxing night out before a hard day of riding during the Martinborough Fun Ride on Sunday. So looks like the main event is on Sunday. That's the Martinborough Fun Ride. We would like to acknowledge the kindness of Phil Coogan for allowing us to show the movie in support of this charity event. And like I said, this is part of the Wairarapa Summer of Cycling, so I think those other events might be listed in this. I'll get to it later, hopefully. So $20 if you want to go and see this film. The film is Lee Ride, Phil Keegan of The Amazing Race, retracing the 1928 Tour de France, is what this little sort of, I think that's what the movie must be. Okay. No, we've done that one. All right, this is part of that same event. So this is Wheels and Vines. This is it, starting at the Martinborough Square tomorrow at 11 a.m. and then again on Sunday at 8 a.m. So here we go. Saturday the 27th of October, Tour de Vines, 5 vineyards, 15 tastings and lunch on 2 wheels. $60 per person, plus $40 if you want to hire a bike. That sounds really fun. And the bike hireage would be from Green Jersey Cycles. So then road racing clinic with Gary Gibson. Stay safe and work on your road racing skills. $30 per person. 2 p.m. meet at Green Jerseys. Booking essential. And hopefully, and then we've got the film. So this is just a brief breakdown of what the Huri Summer of Cycling events are. There's the Tour Divines tomorrow. And then also tomorrow there's the Road Racing Clinic with Gary Gibson. Then tomorrow night there's the Lee Ride Film Night, as I just read out before. And then on Sunday it's the Martinborough Fun Ride. Now, a celebration of all things to do with cycling will take part in the wine village of Martinborough this weekend to be precise. Wheels and Vines will be held tomorrow. And it will feature a special road cycle workshop, a screening of the popular film Lee Ride with guest speaker Jonathan Kennett, and a meandering lunch around 4 vineyards and an olive grove. On the Saturday, there will be a road racing clinic with Gary Gibson aimed at cyclists looking to improve their skills when riding in a bunch and racing. Lee Ride will be shown at the cinema tomorrow night. Won't go back into that. And then, of course, on the Sunday, there's the Martinborough Charity Fun Ride, which starts and finishes at the Martinborough Rugby Club on Sunday morning. It features 3 loops to suit different cycling abilities, and these include a 48-kilometre ride, a 67-kilometre ride, and then a 115-kilometre option. Proceeds from this event will go to the Wairarapa Whānau Trust, helping build its youth facility in Featherston. Okay, so the Tour Divines, which is riding and eating and drinking, which sounds really fun. That's $60 per person, $40 if you want to hire a bike. The Road Racing Clinic with Gary Gibson is $30 per person, and it's 2 p.m. meet at Green Jersey. Bookings are essential. To book, you need to email wairarapabikefestival@gmail.com. wairarapabikefestival@gmail.com. Then there's the Lee Ride Film Night, which is at Circus Cinema. That starts at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. And then Sunday, the Martinborough Fun Ride, the warm-up for the summer season, is how they're describing this ride. It's $65 for individuals and $90 for tandems. And what I want to know is what time you meet, but it doesn't say. For more details, however, visit the Huri website. And for more information on booking accommodation, visit the Wairarapa New Zealand website. This event is part of the Wairarapa Summer of Cycling. Okay. All right, that's enough cycling for now. The markets are happening as per usual in Masterton. There's the Wairarapa Farmers Market that's happening tomorrow. If you want to head along, it's running from about 9 until 1 outside the Farriers, which is at the northern part of Queen Street, near the roundabout, near the Neil Dawson sculpture. And it's in the undercover car park area, so it's on rain or shine. So tomorrow morning you can head to Masterton if you want to get to the farmers markets. Alternatively, tomorrow you can go to Featherston, where there's a fresh produce market known as Featherston Market from 8 until 2, and that's behind the pharmacy car park and the baker, just off State Highway 2 there on Fitzherbert Street. On Sunday there is the Carterton Farmers Market running from 9 a.m. in Memorial Square, and then there's the car boot sale in Masterton on Sunday morning. That's the corner of Chapel and Essex Street. Now, Brackenridge holding a Biggest Loser competition on Sunday from 9 until 5. I think you registered for this a while ago. Yeah, it started on the 1st of September, and people are doing a sort of weigh-in every few weeks, I believe. Now, I'm just quickly skimming through this to see. Yeah, because it continues. Oh, it's the end. It's the end on the 28th of October. So it was an 8-week challenge. And I guess it's going to be the winner announced on the 28th, which is Sunday. So unless you already have taken part in this, you're probably not going to be interested in this event, but I'll, excuse me, look into this just to, it might be interesting for me to talk to them and write a story in my day job. Okay, I need to have a cough, so I'm going to put on a song now. Not that you need to know why I'm putting on a song. This is, who is this? This is a song called One of Those Days. And it's by the, what are they called? I can't remember. I'm just going to push play. I'll remember when I come back to air shortly. Enjoy.
One of those days. It's just one of those days. It's just bringing momentum to the day, just like a little bit of rhythm in this beat. We be stepping constantly. It's the sound of the capital from underground. South Pacific and Polynesian, true blue to the word, true blue to the blood that does run through my veins. Once again,
don't you say the world black and white? Don't you say that time's on our side? Don't you say that everything's okay? Don't you say that everything's alright? Well, I say the world forever changing, but I know that we'll make it if we try, yeah. Well, I know that everything's okay. Well, I know that everything's alright, yeah. And don't you see, baby,
I see clearly now.
and don't you see, baby, yeah.
I see clearly now.
And don't you see, baby, yeah.
I
And don't you see, baby,
see clearly now.
and don't you see, baby, yeah.
I see clearly, baby.
And don't you see, baby,
I see clearly now. 'Cause my view is clear. I see clearly now. I see clearly now the rain is gone. And this will on to you horizon. I see clearly now the rain is gone. I see clearly now the sun shines on.
yeah. One of those days. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. Hey, don't you see, baby?
I can see it, baby.
Don't you see, baby?
I can see it, baby.
Don't you see, baby?
I can see it, baby.
Don't you see it, baby?
Don't you see it, baby? Don't you see it, baby?
Don't you see it, baby?
And I'm back, and Michael, you must be on D.
You could experiment and try with that. Do
I
I
got-
look like I'm on D?
I got it
Yeah.
spot on.
Good on you.
That was the Ilphonics. I remembered as soon as I pressed play. That song that I just played. I
Good.
knew what it was called. I couldn't tell people who sang it, even though I knew.
Yeah.
Good morning, Michael. You look very sharp today. You've got your shirt on. It's
nothing
crispy
like
white.
A bit of white to make you look sharper than you really are. Because, as you know, I'm not sharp. It even looks as if... See, this one, I didn't iron this, but it's all right, eh?
It's not obviously not ironed.
Yeah.
You didn't,
Okay.
Did you have your jacket over there and you had your helmet on your road to work this morning as per usual?
Yeah.
Do you ride even if it's raining? Do you rain even if it's riding?
I do, and then I have, if it's really thrashing it down, I have wet weather gear. And it's such a drag to pull it all on and then pull it all off again.
No one's making you do it.
The wet weather gear? Well, I get wet otherwise.
Yeah, I know. If it was pouring with rain, I guess you're just more motivated and you're a go-getter. But I wouldn't take the bike.
I got no choice.
Is that the way?
I don't have a car.
Because the wife's got the car.
Joan has a car, and I mean, she's not, greedy. She would let me take it from time to time, but I just think, nah, what the hell?
Yep.
I did years ago. Remember, it was about 7 years ago. It snowed, and I rode in the snow. That was interesting. Yeah.
Could you get your pedals through the snow? Could you?
Yeah, because cars have already gone.
Yeah.
So but if anything,
way.
you just got to watch the the slidey stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. One day will I stop? I hope not.
No.
Because it's because I got these bad knees, you see, and it's low impact. God, here we go. Let's talk about my health. At least it's something I can do that is some form of exercise. You've got to really get a decent speed going if you want to get aerobic. But sometimes I do.
It's very, if you do something every single day,
yes,
you'll never stop being able to do it. I don't think.
So if I wake up every day, I'll continue to wake up every day.
Yeah, or you know what I mean.
This is my hedge against death.
If you hadn't ridden a bike, or if you had sat on the couch and hadn't walked for 5 years, it'd be really hard to do that after 5 years. But if you've done it every day, you'll always be able to do it.
Because I've been to the gym for about 3 weeks because stuff keeps happening.
Yeah.
We go on the weekend. So, and when you go back, you have to kind of go back to where you were 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And grind your way forward again. You always think when you go to the gym, next week I'll be better, and then the week after that I'll be better. But the trouble is when you get to my age, also you'll be a week older.
That is
correct. So
correct.
you're fighting time all the time. You go, can I improve? Up to a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens as fast as you think. I was training for a half marathon, which, by the way, I'm not doing anymore. Just so you know, so my training's not going so great. But when I was doing it, I was thinking I'll up it by a K a week.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, if I'll do 7K this week, and then I'll do like two 4K runs during the week, and then next week I'll do 8K.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work like that. And the thing is, like, if I couldn't make any runs during the week, then I felt like going up a K the next week from 7K last week to 8K this week. It's just way too big a jump, and you don't want to injure yourself. So it took like a month or 6 weeks to go up a K.
Yeah. I'm no expert, and I don't want to give you bad advice here. But I reckon you could probably do the half marathon anyway. Sometimes the event itself...
21K.
I know, but just pace yourself.
Don't know. I don't want to. I've heard of people that have gone too hard, have run too much, and their body, have injuries and they can't run anymore. Like problems with their knees, which you would understand. I don't want to.
Okay.
Just take it easy. You don't want to overdo it.
All right.
I guess.
But you're still running a bit?
Yes. I go for a run in the weekends. That's when I've got the time to do it. And I've done 8K is my limit, but hopefully I'll try and do 9K next time. Yeah.
That sounds all right. I mean, that's a good distance.
Yeah, I know. Before that, I'd only ever done 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I gradually built up over about 3 months, but yeah.
I was a sprinter when I was young.
Wow.
I used to think, like anything more than 100K. 100K.
Whoa, man.
Anything more than 100 metres was long distance for me.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
How fast could you do it?
Well, I ran competitively, but you see, when I was running, it wasn't 100 metres, it was 100 yards.
Is the yards bigger or?
Well, it's slightly less than 100 metres. And I was somewhere in 11 point something seconds, but, that's all very well.
Wow.
Well,
That's
no.
quite fast.
Yeah, I think, hang on, it could have been 12 point something. I think it was. Yeah, this is memory, you see.
Yeah, but 11 to 12 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
call it
quite
12.
close.
To call it 12 to 13. You see, I'm getting more honest by the second.
It actually took a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm getting there soon. I can't remember actually, but I know that it was fast enough to be running at at big meets and things.
What other exercisey things have you done in your time?
In my time, I used to, lots of athletics. Used to do high jump and long jump, things I was good at.
I liked high jump.
Yeah, it's a neat feeling, eh? Doom. Yeah, I never went over backwards, like everybody does that, because that's the way to do it.
I didn't do that either.
But that hadn't been invented when I was still at school. The Fosbury flop, it was known when it came up, because this guy called Fosbury, who'd just off everybody's radar, suddenly broke the world record. Because he'd discovered a new way of doing it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is that why they do it like that? Because you can get higher? Yeah, because I guess...
Well, once that
your
top
body
part
up.
of your body is over the bar, you've got the stiff part of your back is just helping you flip your legs over. Whereas if you go over forward, it's all bendy, and you've got to use that extra effort to get your legs over as well. But unless you do the scissors kick.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the only way I knew how to do it, and that's how everyone did it at school.
Yeah. Well, you weren't expected to clear great heights with the scissors kick, but I think the highest I ever got was with that, because I used to do the straddle, which is like a Western roll, like a Fosbury flop, except forward. You just approach the bar and you go over with one leg, and then you roll your body over and go over with the other. And I did that, for a while, thinking this is good. And I thought, I always used to like the splits. And then I did the splits and
I like the splits
broke a
too.
record. So I thought, well, that'll do.
Did you break a record?
Yeah, it was the Bay of Plenty high school record.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah. Gymnastics was the one sport that I did. I didn't play any group sports or anything. Sports has just never been my thing, but gymnastics I was pretty good. I did competitive when I was younger, like intermediate years and younger than that.
Go round the hall at all those different disciplines and things.
Yeah, and once, I regret doing this, and my mum should have told me not to do it, but the day before a competition, I really hurt my foot, and I'm pretty sure it was broken, because it still gives me problems today. This is like 20 over 20 years ago, and it must have been broken, and I went and competed in a competition the next day, and I obviously did terribly, and they still let me compete just because I wanted to do it, and my mum knew it was important to me, so let me do it. But you shouldn't do that on an injury. No.
Gee, this is useful for our listeners. We're getting top advice here.
If you're a competitive gymnast and you break a bone, don't go to the competition.
God, did you used to go on the beam? Because that would scare the hell out of me.
I did used to go on the beam, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Never got to the point where I could do a handstand and then you land off the beam, but I don't know if I did a cartwheel on the beam where you land on the beam. Yeah.
Scary. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'm accident
before
prone.
it got too hard. Yeah, I was back in those days too. Yeah. Well, okay, you've got the Tararua events there.
It's time we got on with the business of the program.
And just so you know, it's the 26th of October.
Good, because I was going to ask. 26th. Let me have a look. Well, 24, 25, 26. 26. Did you know this very day, in the evening at the Black Dog Tavern, what town is that in? That's in Makutuku. Gee, I don't even know where that is.
Somewhere in...
Makutuku. All right, well, the Black Dog Tavern, that's getting real specific. It's probably quite close to a bigger town too. Anyway, they're having a quiz night tonight. From, 7 o'clock, and it's $10 a person at the Black Dog Tavern. You've found out, haven't you?
How do you spell it?
Mako.
Well, I was not on the right track. Mako.
Tuku.
Ormondville. And where's that? You might. Hey,
Where's-
the Black Dog's the only thing that comes up when you
Yeah.
click on that.
Popular
So
place in Makutuku.
it's near Ormondville,
Yeah.
which I'm still scrolling out, and just so it's way north of Dannyburg. It's close to.
I thought so. I thought it was more Hawke's Bay, Ormondville.
It's close to Northwood, which
Oh,
is
right, yeah.
miles away from here. Like if I click get directions from work, which is just round the corner,
You're getting a
it's
lot
gonna-
of exposure out of this
it's-
Black Dog.
It's going to take an hour and 50 minutes to get there, an hour and 48
Except
minutes.
for those who live there. And they'll just probably hop on the quad bike and they'll be there in no time.
So if people want to go to this place and they want to drive an hour and 48 minutes to get there, what are they going to do when they get there?
Have a quiz night. That'll be fun. But for those that live there, just, toss down the dinner and pop
Yeah,
over. Or it's a tavern, they've probably got food there.
Nice.
What else? Well, there's Brass Monkeys at the Old Dairy Factory. Right, that's a whole title. The Old Dairy Factory Brass and Piano Show. Wow.
Where's that?
This is at the Old Dairy Factory, of course, in Hovding Street. I bet you Hovding Street is in Northwood. It's got that.
Yep, you
That's
keep
your
going.
phone going there. Yeah, that's bound to be Northwoodish, eh? Because it's got that Danish sound to it. All right, so tonight, is it the 27th is tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, it's Saturday night.
Tomorrow
yes.
at 8 o'clock. $15 on the door, and that includes refreshments. The Old Dairy Factory are having a Brass Monkeys at the Old Dairy Factory Brass and Piano Show. So go there and have your old Brass Monkeys. Know what I mean? All right. Also on the 27th at the Tararua Community... Oh, it's the Tararua Community Duathlon, which Hayley will not be attending. But other people will, because they've put their practice in. At Tararua, well, you can get in contact by getting hold of Tararua College, because they must know something about it. So it's at Bush Multisport Park, which, as you know, is on 57 Huxley Street. And the event is running from 9 in the morning till 11, so that's presuming you're all quite fast. Price is from $5 to $15. Perfect for all ages. Get the family out running, and there'll also be spot prizes. Cool.
It does sound cool.
On the 28th, which is Sunday, oh yes, I can figure this out, the Mangatai Nuka Motors are having the Hot Rod Show. Yeah. So get in touch with TUI headquarters if you forget any of these details or we haven't given enough of them. So it's obviously on State Highway 2, Mangatai Nuka. The gates open to Mangatai Nuka garage, I guess, motors, at 10 a.m. Registrations close at 12 p.m. So you might have your own hot rods to take along and perhaps burn up and down somewhere around there. So registrations close by 12 o'clock. So gates open at 10, Mangatai Nuka. Get in touch with TUI. That's TUI Breweries. Yeah. The 30th, that would be like Tuesday, I'm picking. Yep. The Dannevirke Art Society are having an exhibition, and that's their opening evening at the Dannevirke AMP Showgrounds from 5:30 to 7. Price is $5. Exciting event there, packed with wine and nibbles and, of course, art. Yes. The Dannevirke Art Society exhibition opening evening on the 30th. I'm picking that's Tuesday, but don't trust me. On the 31st, at the Dannevirke Art Society, well, there's even more. Let's see. Is there anything different? It's photography and woodwork. Yeah. All right. So that's from the exhibition runs all day, so 10 till 4. Free entry, that. So it's $5 on the night before if you want to go and do the nibbles and all the rest of that. But if you just want to turn up and look at the stuff, then it's free at the Dannevirke AMP Showgrounds. That looks like all I've got for the north of the region, Hayley.
Well, thank you so much, Michael. That's been amazing. You're very good at reading out the events. I don't know why you don't do it more often.
Well, we know where...
That place is.
Hang on. Makutuku.
Makutuku.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's near Ormondville.
it is, which is near Northwood. Well, I've only got a few more events, and I've got to rush off to work because I'm missing lots of phone calls, which means there's something big going on.
Oh, all right. Well, my work here is done.
Good on you. Thank you very much, Michael.
See ya.
Catch you later. So it's Halloween on Wednesday, 31st of October. The Screaming Room has changed its name to the Screaming Room this week. This coming week, and they're going to have lots of Halloween-themed movies from like Ghostbusters and Gremlins. So in The Exorcist, well, that's a scary one. Hotel Transylvania 3. So you want to look up go to the Screening Room website and see what they're putting on for the Screaming Room week, for the Halloween week, which is quite cool. Next Wednesday also at the Aratoi, there's the Aratoi Lecture Series, which is a short history of New Zealand art. It's hosted by Dr. Pamela Nunn. She will be talking this week about New Zealand art on the world stage. So this is on Wednesday, 2 p.m. at Aratoi. It's about $10 there. You've got to get a ticket, and it kicks off at 2 until 3:30. Just briefly, a few more events. Of course, there's all the things happening at the Featherston Community Centre, but I'm not going to go through all of them this time round. Club Wairarapa Rockers is happening at Club Wairarapa next Wednesday. Club Wairarapa Rockers is a group of people who like to meet once a week and learn beginning steps to rock and roll. That sounds cool. So it's starting at 7:15. They start an intermediate class to learn rock and roll moves, to form routines. So you guys take a lady by the hand and let's dance. That's what it says. So beginners at 6 p.m. So it's rock and roll dancing. So 6 p.m. is beginners and 7:15 is intermediate. So this is on Wednesday at Club Wairarapa. And Opportunity is presenting an event next Friday morning, I think at 11 a.m. Although I've just clicked on this event and it's talking about the event centre. Divas and Devos. Here we go. This is 11 a.m. next Friday, so you want to get in early to get your ticket because they'll sell out. It includes a lunch. Now it's a concert. It's a concert looking into the lives and music of many of the world's greatest singers of all time, including Joan Sutherland, Maria Callas, Pavarotti, Caruso, and Mario Lanza. So you can go onto the Opportunity website to find out more about that. This is Divas and Devos happening next Friday at 11 a.m. at the Carterton Event Centre. Quickly, the weather. Today, a cold southerly flow eases as a ridge builds over the country. In Masterton, we've got a high of 15, a few morning showers clearing to find, southwesterlies slowly turning to northeasterly. Saturday, we've got a high of 18, and it looks like rain, unfortunately. Cloud increasing, rain developing morning and northerlies. And then on Sunday, we've got a high of 21 degrees, but it's still raining. The rain won't go away. Yeah. And it looks like Palmerston North and Paraparaumu both have the high of 17 in the lower part of the North Island today. Masterton 15, Featherston 16, Dannevirke 14 and Wellington 15. Thank you so much for listening to the show, everyone. I'm sorry I have to rush off now. This show has been sponsored by Trust House, so thank you very much, Trust House, for that. Go and like the WHAM Wairarapa Facebook page. The show will be broadcast later on Wairarapa TV sometime today or tomorrow. And I hope everyone has a safe week and a great weekend. And I'll catch you back this time next Friday. Ka kite.